everybody. Good morning, you too. I'm starting to initiate some safety protocols for me keeping my job and dealing with this new camera on the truck. Um, I figured out that, you can't argue with safety, but you know, I don't want to initiate anything unless it's safety wise. So now, if I grab my phone, the brakes are going to be pulled. That's one thing that I'm working on right now. If I grab my phone, the brakes are going to be pulled. Um, Two, I have the light down low, so once again, I really can't see if anyone comes on or whatever. Um, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking at it anyway. But we have to be more safety wise. The other one, number three, I realized I was doing a rolling stop, and that needs to stop because I got to acknowledge the stop sign, and not I was acknowledging the oncoming traffic. So I'm seeing that I suck at driving, and I got to fix it before I don't have a job. I like working here. Um, and I want to keep on working here. So that's one thing that I'm going to continue to do and figure out what's going to keep me safe. Again, I know who that is, and I can barely see it, but I glanced over. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Um, but again, I'm coming through Chicago. Uh, I got till 10 o'clock, and I don't think it's 10 o'clock Eastern because our main office is in Phoenix, Arizona. I think it's 10 o'clock Phoenix time to get this load to Indianapolis, which is 200 miles from here. So I'm pretty good. I'm good on it. I stopped last night. I could have drove through, but I would have been struggling. And I have to start thinking, but yeah, it's about the money, but I got to think about my safety too. And I wasn't feeling it. And when I'm not feeling it, I need to park because, if someone will ask, well, why did you keep on going? Nah, player. you know, I don't need to lose my life over some plastic pallets. That's what I got in the back. Plastic pallets. Returns from Walmart. It's funny what you get, and they crack me up. I had to wait 6 hours to get this load. 6 hours. And then I looked at it. I was supposed to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get there like till 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Like what? I could have grabbed this. And I would have been sitting in Indy. Make it make sense. And then when you got an upset driver, everybody want to know why is he mad? Hey, I got bills to pay. But I got like $20 in the bank. I got $20 in the bank, but I'm caught up. I'm caught up. But I'm caught up. So round two is gonna be a low check for Christmas, but I already maxed out my credit card getting the white present. Next year I'm starting Christmas in January. I'm starting buying. I'm going to start buying Christmas presents in January. You know what I mean? In freaking January. This is ridiculous. But we'll see. It is what it is. All right. One of the things I wanted to talk about, and I have to say it like this so I don't get flagged. I do not condone violence, period. Plain and simple. But I will be having flashbacks in this conversation. I do not condone violence, period, on anyone. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, hold on. 50, I'm looking at my clock here. 15. This is for entertainment purposes only. There's a video out there of it's a gym, Planet Fitness. I think it's Planet Fitness. There's a woman that had a problem with a male employee. She jumped the freaking counter and continued to hit this guy in the face. And the guy took it. Where in society is that allowed? And that's my question. Where is that allowed? Hold on. Who taught this thing that it was okay to hit another person because you disagreed with what they said? In Planet Fitness, you can't front. You can't if you drop the weights on the ground, they put an alarm on. It's their culture. It's their business. What makes it okay for you to hit another person? And think, well, what if they were just they're just defending themselves. What makes it okay? It's never okay for you to raise up on, I don't know. Is there anywhere okay to hit somebody? Because you don't know what if that person retaliates. I remember one time I was trying out this gym. I was like, I gotta get in shape. I went to this kickboxing whatever thing, and the guy was teaching me how to hit the heavyweight bag, and I heard this boom, 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 and I happened to look over, and at the time I was 350. I was up there, and I looked and I seen this little dude. It was a Thai. He wasn't. I don't know what he was, but he was kicking that bag with such power. Son of a! I think I went the wrong way. Oh man. Yep, I went the wrong way. Oh, dang it. This Chicago. Oh, okay. Okay, I went the wrong way. But it just gave me a relief. Oh, boy. All right, let's focus power, focus. As long as I ain't got to go back the other way. What the heck? But, and I was thinking, what if I talking smack to this dude and he just decided to broadside me with one of them kicks that he was kicking that bag? I would have just lost it. I would have, what? Why is that car pointed the other direction? Why is it okay? Well, and a lot of people say, well, the man is the stronger one. What makes it okay for you to beat on the stronger one? Well, he's a real man. And again, guys, I'm gonna be having some flashbacks. I had an ex girlfriend years ago. That was her go to. A real man would do this. A real man would do that. And I finally snapped one day and says, "How do you know? Do you got it? Do you have a dick? Do you have a pair of nuts?" I said, "I'm a real man. Now, I don't even, I'm still trying to figure out how to be man. I'm trying to figure out how to be a man. Real man with blah 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 blah." You see what I'm saying? And then something happens when a man doesn't think about chivalry and all of that, and he retaliates. Because, like, prime example, there's a video out there. It was years ago. There's a young black brother, teenagers. You can tell most of them are teenagers working at McDonald's, and it's their job to, if you give someone a big bill, if you give someone a big bill, bigger than a 20, I mean, even 20s in certain areas, they'll put that pin on there to see if it's okay. You see what I'm saying? Well, this guy took the 50, put it up to, in the air to see if he's looking for that strip. And the girl got mad, and it was an LGBTQ person. I'm not going to say the name. And slapped the piss out of him. And the guy got, I don't know if he said anything, but he walked to the back. She jumped the counter and came after the dude. The other woman that was with her came around the bend and, came after. He came back forward with, I think it was a pipe, and commenced to whooping they behind. And everybody, the women yelling, "Stop, stop." Well, why did you jump the counter? Why did you slap that man? He might have walked to the back to get the manager, say, "Look, I'm going to lose my job. You need to handle this," or whatever. I don't know. But he beat him down. And see, a lot of people don't realize if you go sit there and hit somebody, you don't know who you encountering. Why do you got to do that? I remember one time I went to a shipper, and everybody think everything ain't racist. No. This one was. I gave the lady the shipping number. This is wrong. Gave it back to me. Threw it at me. Well, what's the number? You tell me. Gave it the other number. This is wrong. Threw it back at me. And I was just standing there. And I biting my tongue because I didn't want to lose my job. And I went and was standing there, and then a Mexican lady, she said, "Can I help you?" The other lady had walked off and was pointing the other direction. I gave her the same slip that lady threw at me, threw back at me. She took it, and then I moved out of everybody's eyesight. There was a soda machine. I moved out of everybody's eyesight and let the lady work. And she said, excuse me. And I looked, I peeked my head over past the soda machine, and she said, door 4. And I said, and I whispered, thank you. And I walked away. I literally walked away. And I went to my truck, called my not my DM, not my driver manager, but the manager that was in charge of the whole night in Atlanta. And I went off and said, don't you ever send me back here. And I explained the whole situation and how, and I said, it's so blatant that this lady was, how that woman treated me. Don't ever send me back here. I'm never coming back here. And he said, and they called him and apologized to her. I said, don't ever send me back here. And I meant it. But I was cool, calm, and collective. I could have gotten violent and reached through there and choked the lady out. Next thing you know, I'm in jail. And see, told you, black people like that. I chose to handle it that way. One, because of my personality. 2, because I might act like I'm violent, but I don't want to hurt nobody because I don't want to be hurt either. I'm a gentle person. It's just I've just been hurt so much that I have flashbacks, and then I have a hard time controlling them. So I don't want to start freaking out and going off the deep end because I know my personality. You know what I mean? So I like being happy. I like being goofy, but in our society, that means that we are weak to some people. I'm not weak. I just don't want to hurt nobody, and I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to, I don't want to lose control. It's a lot of us have demons that we have inside of us that we are afraid of, and we don't want to lose control. We want to keep that control, but other people just think they could just walk up. Oh, he is a simp. They're a wimp, and this and that. I mean, I've been called everything under the sun, but I don't want. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I like being goofy. I like, hey, look at this. Look at me. Look at my lawn thingy. Look, I'm growing a plant. And a lot of people they don't know real man. Well, okay. Then what are farmers? Them guys they ain't growing just 1 or 2 plants. They growing hundreds of thousands, 10,000 acres. You know what I mean? Come on. Your version of manhood, make it make sense. I remember when I got off Facebook because Facebook, man, messed my head up so bad. Facebook messed me up so bad because I was not used to any attention. I remember I used to, pray for me. I was sucking up all that bad attention because I was in a bad marriage, and I had just no interaction with human beings. I was getting it on Facebook. I finally decided to move over to Instagram before Facebook bought Instagram, and I was just taking pictures of. I would take pictures of the countryside and going out into the west, and pictures of possums and pictures of cactuses and stuff. And I remember I was dating this one woman. She's like, I never seen a man take so many pictures. Sound like a little bi. You you having problems and dealing with your society, and then you want to take it out on my goofy ass. Really? Why do we think it's okay? And there's another one, and this is the funny one. It's a Caucasian woman, and you can hear in the background the other women were cheering her on. They were cheering the lady on to go hit somebody. Go ahead, go, 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 go. And she walked by this. He wasn't heavy set, but you could tell dude was built. And she smacked him. And this, I think it was in Boston. She smacked him, and his reflexes, he smacked her back and kept on walking. And you know what? You know what's so funny about it is there was a cop right there, a patrol cop. And he looked up and said, nah, this is too much paperwork, and turned around. He looked up and turned around and walked the other way. And the lady was in astonishment. He hit me. He hit me back. Why are we teaching our young ladies that it's okay to hit a man? Well, he did this, he did that. Well, why did you knew he was going to do that? Because y'all got that premonition crap. Y'all got that premonition. You knew he wasn't spit. And you knew he wasn't going to be spit. So now you're mad and you're swinging on him. You always hear that. Oh, I need a good man. Oh, now that y'all used up, man, please. Man, please. And he go ahead and say, who hurt you? A whole bunch of people. That's why I said this for entertainment purposes only. That's why I said that, hey, I might have some flashbacks. A whole bunch of people. But I got over it. And look, and Associate Minister, nothing against you, nothing against your religion, nothing against your church. Y'all, because I know you're God fearing. Thank you, Jesus, for you. But a lot of our Christian brothers and sisters, they screaming, oh, thank you, Jesus, in church, and then nothing but a demon once they leave the hollow halls of God. Once they leave, didn't y'all hear that pastor? That pastor was saying, call ICE. A black pastor told one of his deacons, call ICE on the lady. Because the lady, I think she was just sitting in the parking lot or something. Call ICE. You don't know. Look, I don't know the immigration status of the people living next door to me on both sides and across the street. They got nicer vehicles and more money than me. And guess what? I could care less. As long as you are leaving me the HE double sticks alone, as long as you are leaving me alone and you being good, we good. Leave me alone. Let me sit in my driveway and look at my lawn and figure out can I plant this, or what is this going to work, or can I figure this out? Leave me alone. You leave me alone, I'm going to leave you alone. If I see you driving something nice, I'm not getting mad. I'm wondering, okay, well, how can I get me something like that? And then I said, well, I'm gonna have to work as hard as they are. Well, I don't need it that bad. Ah! We're coming to downtown, what you would call it? I don't know if it's downtown Chicago or whatever. Okay, you know what? Let's get over in the far right lane so we don't miss the turn. Oh, it says all 3 lanes, so but okay, it's all good. Do you see what I'm saying? We we hide behind. I'm gonna say we because I was highly religious at one point, and I still am. I love the Lord. You heard my cry. We hide behind religion, thinking that God ain't looking dead at you. Like, look, come on, man. You don't think I see what you're doing? You don't think I see what you're doing? And you want to act like you better? You better than other people? Come on, man. Come on. Act like you got some sense. That's all I'm saying. Act like you have some sense. But again, the question is, why do everybody think it's feasible to hit? And it's most of the time when they hit men, it's men that might have grew up in a bad household and they don't fight back. Might have grew up in a bad situation where they saw stuff that they didn't need to see. Might have grew up in an uh, emotional problematic household that they didn't want that to happen in their lives, and you see that they're not acting uh, problematic and not uh, beating on you, and then they treat you in that way. Man, trust me, I've seen it. And you got these women that the guy, all he does, his escape. Come on, let me over, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. His escape is a video game. And they want, oh, I want more attention. And then next thing you know, you see these recorded videos of women deleting the man's game history. Or I'm not into video games, but I know that's a no-no. Because it takes so long to build up your your player history. If it's a shoot 'em up or whatever, how powerful. The longer you're in the game, the more powerful you become. Or the longer you play basketball, football, baseball, whatever, the more professional. And they come in and delete it and think you can retract. Get because you're jealous that the man finds some type of relief from the world. The whole world is hating the man. The whole world is hating the man, but he comes home and finds relief in playing video games. I never had a relief. And then I found out that, my lawn care, and then it became my relief. It became my outlet. You don't know what someone's outlet is. And it could be for preventing them from being that violent person. It can be preventing them from being that person that is short-tempered or whatever. And you don't realize because you're jealous, and instead of, prime example, video game, instead of deleting and say, hey, can I play with you? You might whoop his behind. then he'll be mad. Nah, I'm good. You know, it might be something. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist, whatever. I'm just saying, or stand there and cheer him on. Look, get over there, get that. You know what I mean? We don't we don't figure out ways to be a part of someone's life. Okay, let me focus on this road for a minute here. We don't figure out ways to be a part of someone's life. Like I told my wife last night, look, I miss you. I'm trying to get used to. Let me get over. I'm trying to get used to being over the road again, and I'm cheering up and whatever. I said I miss you, and then I don't miss you like I need to be up under you, but I need you close by. Like I'll be in the yard doing stuff, cleaning up, but I I know she's close by. That is my relief. I know I have someone. I know someone is a part of my life. And she said, well, and whenever she'll choose to come out there, she'll come out. When I see her come out with her boots on, and maybe she wants to hang with me for a minute. I'll sit in the driveway for hours. She'll come out with her Kindle and sit next to me, especially on a nice warm day or cool breeze day. She'll sit out there with me. And then when she's done, she'll get up and go. You have to figure out as the person that you want to be. You got to figure that out. I'm still figuring out who I want to be. I'm still figuring out who I need to be. I'm still figuring out who I'm going to be. Because what you need to be and want to be and who you're really going to be is, and like I said, I know I'm all over the place, but welcome to my world. I'm just a squirrel. you know, we don't need to be so combative when you figure out at 58, I should be able to figure out how not to be combative and still get my point across. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to, at some point in time, figure out how to get my point across. I'm not saying that's easy. I'm not saying it's ever going to be easy, but I should be able to figure that out. My son believed that this Charlie Kirk was some saint, that he died a saint, just like Dave Chappelle said. Everybody thinks that Charlie Kirk was like, the Martin Luther King of this age. No, he's not. And see, I could have chose violence with my son, but I said no. I said, if you're going to continue to think like that, I can't have you. I didn't kick him to the curb. I just said, you chose that, and so I'm choosing too. I can't have you be a part of my life. I can't have you be a part of my peace because you're not bringing peace to this. So we can agree to disagree, but I'm not going to sit there and lie and say that this is okay, because it's not. I didn't choose violence, but I chose peace. Nothing personal. Didn't choose violence, but I chose peace. And we'll do that. We'll always get to, well, you just be the better person. Can you be the better person? No, sorry, Charlie. No, I can't be the better person. when you're causing me pain or you're causing me hurt. Nope, 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 nope. But I can choose peace. I can warn you, like, man, please, I don't want to lose my job. When that lady jumped the counter, ma'am, stay back. I don't want to lose my job. I'm not gonna let you just hit me. I'm not gonna let you just hit me. Stay back, please. And if I say please, I'm giving you fair warning. Please stay back. There's whoa, it's a little shiny right here. Let's take the curve a little slower. Um, the lady asked her, "What if a woman hits you?" And this is from a young brother. He ain't the age my age. He said, "What if a woman hits you?" He said, "I'm going to uppercut her. I'm gonna hit her back." And she started looking like, "Oh my God!" Like it was. Why did you hit him? Let's just stay on point. Don't touch nobody if you don't want to get a reaction. Don't raise your hands to someone unless if you don't want to get, because you don't know if that person is demented. You don't know if that person had a flashback. You don't know if that person was beat on when he was a kid and he swore he'd never let nobody do that to him again. You don't know. You don't know what someone else that has been through. So why are you gonna cause it? Oh, I'm a woman. I can just do. Don't do that. What's wrong with you? You in a relationship, and now I'm gonna have a flashback. This ain't, and trust me, this. I'm in a good marriage right now. I'm happy with my wife. I ain't even mad at her nothing. So I'm not talking about my wife. She here. If you listening, dear, I'm not talking about you. But you have some people that will it's a weapon. They will withhold sex and then wonder why your partner goes somewhere else, male or female. Or he cheated on you. Well, what did you do? I didn't do nothing. Okay. Okay. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I have a friend that's going through something right now. And I said, you know what? I said, brother, I can't give you any advice. I said, because I seen in my head your situation is a no-win situation. Whatever you do, you ain't gonna win. And a lot of times us men are in no-win situations. And you gotta figure out what's best for you. I went through a no-win situation 12 years ago. No, yeah, I'd say it was about, no, it's 11. Yeah, I say about 12. I went through a no-win situation 12 years ago. I thought my world was coming to an end because the pain that I endured, in my opinion, was unbelievable. That's why nowadays I stay as humble as I possibly can. And I'm constantly checking myself. All right, like right now, I don't want to go nowhere. I don't even want to drink when on New Year's. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. But my wife, she wants to do something, and guess what? She deserves that. So I'm gonna have a low check this week, but I already put I already put it's non-refundable on the credit card for the hotel for the casino. So we gotta go, and we were going anyway. I'm just gonna be it went from $100 probably to $50. It might by the time New Year show up, I'm gonna be playing $25 and walking around the casino all day long. I don't know, but I'm going to be spending time with someone who has had my back. I ain't never had no one, and I told the wife yesterday. I said, you know what? What the heck? The camera told me to please slow down. I didn't even see the speed. I didn't even see the speed limit. Oh, there it is, 5 miles an hour. No wonder the camera said please slow down. I told her yesterday because I was telling her about a situation from someone else, and when you and I said, I didn't say everything. She was asking me all. I said, please don't ask me all of that on questions because I don't know. I don't ask everything. And I said, and something told me to call her back because she thinking we had a problem. I said, no, babe. I said, babe, I'm just calling to let you know, you and me are good, and you and me are better than good. I appreciate you. I love you. And I thank you for having my back and being a part of my life. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And she was like, and I know her. She like started thinking about. And she said, "Thank you for telling me," because I was thinking about it. I said, "No, I know you. No, my perception comes across a little bit different. My perception. Tell your wife you appreciate it, because I was thinking about somebody else's situation, and I said, I need to tell you thank you." And not nothing fantastic. Thank you for a regular schmegular relationship. I said, and I said to him, I said, you know how sexy? I said, do you know how sexy it is to be in a regular schmegular relationship? I was like, oh my God, I love a regular schmegular relationship. Oh boy, excuse me. I'm trying to match the speed limit. I'm going across the bridge, and guess what the speed limit is? 45. Everybody blowing. But the speed limit is actually 45. Ain't that crazy? Excuse me. I came this way about 2 days ago. Woo. Oh boy. They said it snowed, but whatever came through here is gone. Thank goodness. What the? Oh man, that's one thing. These trucks will be in a coast mode. I guess just to save fuel or something. I don't know. And long story short, I just told her, I said thank you, and I say thank you a lot. Other relationships, people like I'm stop saying that. I'm sick of it. Okay, but no, my wife, she's like, hey, Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. And that's a reassurance to her that hey, we good, we good. And a lot of times she said, well, you will say something. I've learned to wait. I've learned to wait because I have Tourette syndrome, not like the regular Tourette syndrome. Like, I don't want to get mad because I get highly emotional. I get myself in trouble and say stuff that I'll never be able to recover from. No, we ain't going there. So if I be quiet, let me be quiet. All righty. We just crossed over into Indiana. Looks like there's a casino over there. Oh well. Oh boy. Let's see here. Coming up on all lanes. Yep, still 45. I feel stupid, but I feel vindicated because I'm driving safely. We are driving to the safeness of the safest, whatever. You know. Let's see here. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? See the casinos in the West, they got parking for trucks. They're like trucks over here in Southern California. The casinos, all of them got parking for trucks. That's why I love going through there because I'm like, well, I'm even if I don't. Uh-oh, let's skip over. Even if I don't go to the casino, I'll park in their parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, luckily I spotted that. This makes me nervous too. Like, am I anywhere close to the walls or whatever? I'm hitting Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. It's gonna be a little depressing tomorrow and Christmas because I'm gonna be out here. So I might be faking the funk when we talk. Hey, Merry Christmas! I'm gonna be a little depressed. Like this sucks, But again, long story short, there's no need to be. There's no need to be violent. And a lot of people, it's the mentality. It's bad and it's sad. They want a lot of women think that if you fight them back, then you love them. Something wrong with it. Something wrong with that picture. You need counseling. You need counseling, bro. Don't don't do it. Don't do it. Let's see. Let's get over one. Oh, look down. Look up. Look down. Look left. Look right. This is weird. I don't have the light on the phone, so I see like little shades or whatever. You know, tell me that ain't crazy. But going into 2026, I've been saying I'm going to be working on my credit, and I'm going to be working on my body and working on my mental. I gotta get back to working on my mental state because I be having flashbacks again. We need to start, some shakalaka chakras and shakaka and all of that. And I'm going to break the dust off of that Ethiopian Bible was given to me. I'm going to be reading the word, the Holy Scriptures, and getting back into that part of my life too. You know what I mean? We're gonna figure that part of it out. What the heck? Let's see here. Luckily, that reflective whatever in that arrow said. The arrow is saying, "Hey, stupid, move over." Because I would have ran into all of the oops. Like, "Hey, stupid," and look at it. The arrow says, "Okay, hey, stupid, get over into the other lane now." Okay, thank you for telling me. Appreciate you. That's giving you a heads up. Hey, bro, look out. Look out, look over, move over. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Good morning. I see someone else came in. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. We just talking about leaving them violent tendencies alone. Oh, wonder what parking lot. That looks like a UPS parking. Yeah, it looks like a UPS drop lot. All right. Indianapolis Dunes Highway. All right. Turn the high beams off. Don't high beam nobody. Yeah. All right. We didn't. Nope. 12 miles to 65 south. Thank you. We're heading into Indy. We're going to figure that out. I was, I was north of Indianapolis, and because I know Tampa Creek, she does Uber, and I ordered Uber Eats, and I was laughing because I said, "What if I get, what if I get Tampa Creek?" And I said, "I lose my mind," and she show up to bring me my meal, and I was like, that'd be the only time that I had this. I'll switch and give a real good tip. But I was like, well, maybe Tampa Creek bringing my mail. This road is really dark and spooky. I must say, yes, I know that's not the manly thing to say, but it's really dark and spooky. Yeah, and really, dude, you have to give me the hobbies. Oh, so you guys ready for Christmas? I'm ready. I'm ready as I'll ever be. We'll figure that out. I'm just hoping. All I wanted was a scare fire. I mean, what I really want is a scare fire. And scare fires, what it does is it's like a rake. It gets all the dead grass out of your yard, and brings it to the surface. Because I've got a whole yard full of um, not reclaimed, but distressed sod that it's going to be greening up, and I got to scare fire to get all of that dead stuff out of there, and get it up, top dress it and let it grow in real nice this year and aerate so that I can have a greener lawn this year. So hopefully, um, Santa will be bringing what I asked for because it's not expensive. I really asked for that. That's what I want. Oh, you want lawn stuff? That's what makes me happy. I'm gonna start buying some stuff in 2026. The first 6 months, I'm gonna start buying some stuff so that I can bring my lawnmower back to life. I'm gonna see how I can do it. Okay, I knew the lane was changing, but I'm sitting there trying to stare at it while you motherfuckers high beaming me. Sorry. You just see how there it was a sudden lane change. Isn't that crazy? And I was like, that don't look right up there. So I'm looking a mile up the road. You know what I mean? Okay, and now it's changed back, so I can get back over. It's too dark over here, or is that just me? 8.9 miles to 8.9 to the turn. Normally I'd be in a rush for a load, but I know God has His plan, so I'm gonna drop this load off. And I ain't saying nothing. I'm just gonna sit there and wait because my next load is I'm gonna probably be stuck with it till after Christmas. So next load, I'm gonna figure out whatever it is, and then go get it, whatever. If it's the day, if not, um, I'm gonna have me some more chicken nuggets. I got a few more chicken nuggets, and with my peanut sauce, man, that I found that in that supermarket I went to in Wisconsin. I'm gonna be looking for that. I like that. It's good. I use it as a dipping sauce for my little chicken nuggets. And yes, the chicken nuggets got carbs in it, but I'm trying to find the cheapest meat possible. You can't find no low carb stuff, but it is what it is. Oh, when I get home, I gotta pull out my porta. Yeah, I got a small refrigerator. I'm gonna give that to Charles so he can put that in his truck. His refrigerator is broke, so I'm gonna give that to him so he could use it. We gotta try to help each other out. He was telling me yesterday, oh my God, Charles is gonna go become a bull hauler. He he crazy enough to do it. That's the guy who picks up the cows from the feedlot, and I mean, he better than me. I probably become a vegetarian. I don't know. I don't know. You're better than me. But he was telling me because the cow haulers they don't they don't drive like regular truckers. When the cow haul is coming through, you better move out of the way. I'll tell you right now, because they literally they got to get. They only have a specific amount of time that they can have those cows on their trailer. Then they got to get them off. So they be getting it. They be getting it. He was telling me they were blowing him out the water. Them guys do like 80, 90 miles an hour hauling cows. That's something. I'd be nervous going above 65. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'd be nervous going above 65. That's why I'm like, look, I ain't got no problem with the governor that's keeping me at 65 because I'm too stupid to go any faster than 65. Now, player. See, now you notice I'm waiting for that van to get a truck length in front of me before I get in the lane. Because I've learned a few things about these cameras. You can't just jump over in the lane. Now you get hit for that. And I think this camera's letting me slide this month because I just got it. But they ain't gonna let me slide next month. So I'm trying to get my self acclimated to driving like the company wants me to drive. You feel me on that? I'm getting myself acclimated to how the company wants me to drive, not how I want to drive, because how I want to drive is not going to keep me with the company. So I don't want to do that. I'm just saying. Oh, shoot. But it's all good. It's all good. It's okay. What the heck? All right. But yeah, like I said, I had seen these. Those are the videos that sell when you see violence. I don't like those videos. I don't want to portray a person that advocates violence, but I just don't say, look, don't do it. Don't push me to it, and don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can live together in harmony. It's like, I don't know if any of you guys see it, but there's those monks. There's some monks. I think they started, I don't know where they started. I think they started in Louisiana or something. They're walking all the way to Washington, D.C. And it's a walk for peace. They do it all over the world, and they chose the United States this year. These guys are not allowed to ask for food or donations, but you can give them stuff, and they're walking. There's one guy that's walking. He's walking all those thousands of miles with sandals. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Bro, that's crazy. But they walked over, was it the Edmund Patterson Bridge in Alabama? And I mean, it's awesome. I wish I could hear them speak or whatever. I would actually get out and walk with them for a little while. Probably a mile or two, then probably fall out. But I mean, wow. You know, I'm like, you know, my handles can't stop walking, but I don't think I could do something like that. I don't know. If I was younger, maybe. You know what I'm saying? If I was younger, maybe, yeah, I think I could do it. It's just determination. You be determined. You don't realize what you can do until you put your mind to it. You know what I mean? But they're walking for peace. That's more of a manly thing than I've ever seen in my daggone life. They're walking for peace. They're trying to show you it's possible. See, that's some deep stuff, bro. I don't know if y'all can see that shiny stuff on the sun. I don't know. Oh, sun's gonna come up in a minute, thank God. I don't know if I should have jumped over into oh, I should have jumped over into the Eastern time zone. I don't know if I'm there yet. Okay, we're 1.4 miles to 65. We're heading south. exit 17. Might find me a place to pull over, wait till the sun come up. Or I bought some they're like sausages with cheese in them, but I think I'll put two of them in the air fryer and get them going. Let's see. Let's see. But I'm again, like I said, when I was talking about my wife, I'm ever so thankful that she looks forward to buying me Christmas presents. I I can't remember how much stuff I got or how much stuff I get, and I literally said, "Babe, I'm good. I don't need no more." Really, Jesus, these guys are going by me. Oh, shit, it's so dark around here. I'm going to the easy one only type thing. The easy pass. If you notice, I don't go in here real fast because you go in here real fast and your perception is wrong because it's dark. The next thing you know, boom! No, we ain't trying to do that. Buddy. Alrighty then. The heck? What the heck? Let me slow my roll. Hey, how could I be a professional truck driver and blind as a bat? Lord, Lord, thank you, thank you, thank you. Professional truck driver is blind as a bat. That's why I'm like, well, let me slow down till the sun come up. Lord, Lord, please protect me. Lord, help a brother out. Alrighty. Okay, guys, man, thank you for listening in. Thank you for listening to my bull crap. I am not a therapist. I am not a professional. I just talk a whole lot of mess. Um, Guys, as always, coming up next, wellness is going to take the stage. Positive affirmations and fashion sense while I'm hugging these curves. So, another lesson. It's called off tracking. The back doesn't turn like the front does, so you got to be high up. If you notice, I'm all over the white line to the right, so my back doesn't swing around and hit something. That's called off tracking. So that's what I'm doing. But coming up next, get your workout on, positive affirmations and fashion sense, and after that, cruising is fun anytime. We'll take the stage with Go Live Together and they crew at 9 o'clock, and Miss T with the T as always at 9:15. Check out each other, Mike's Chaotic Gardening, Crooked Peach, and also my other friends. I don't know who's in here because I got the thing on dark. Thank you guys. As always, you don't think nobody love you. No, I love you. God loves you. Y'all have a blessed day.